$2,500 a week, $500 per day. Okay. Mathematical minds, digital minds. How much is that in an 8-hour day? How much per hour? $70 an hour. Is that right? I get some feedback on that?
Maybe 68.
Okay. 70 per hour. You ever made $70 an hour? No. Okay. Can you make $70 an hour?
I'm sure I can.
Do people do it?
Hey, you got to include tips.
It's okay. This is all confidential. Listen, 70 per hour. That's realistic. That's very realistic. I think instead of job, I think business, because jobs are set, and if you're running a company, that's a competitive market where if I need someone qualified in a certain skill, what do they go for? If I need an accountant, what do they go for? $100 an hour. If I need a lawyer, $100, $150 an hour, right? If I need to hire someone to come in and pack boxes, $8 to $12 an hour. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So whatever the job is, it usually has a market rate. Now there are conditions where someone would hire you above market rate based on your ability and your performance and their knowledge of that. I tend to think business. Because business is unlimited. What could you do to make $70 per hour? What do you do now? Or before you quit your job, what did you do?
The manager of a strip club at the next one.
You quit?
You got tired of the fringe benefits.
You're getting worn out, huh?
And I was a big accountant there as well. So.
Okay.
And I lived there. Or I still live there.
Wow. You quit. Every man's dream job.
Yeah. It only takes you so far.
That's right. That's right. So, look at what you know. You know how to run a business. You were the manager, right?
That's right.
You know how to account and bookkeep. You know that. So you've got some skills. Have you ever done any selling?
No.
Okay, never done any selling. So, linguistic skills, communication skills would be something you could add to your skill arsenal. Because out there in the world of business, you're going to have to sell. To a person or to another business. Okay, to an individual or to a business. You're going to have to sell your skill or your service somehow. Okay? So what could you do? In Canada, you need to be licensed to be an accountant? No, you don't. Oh, that's nice. There is nothing standing in your way from... Oh, what's
But again, if you want to talk about business and you want to talk about season, I guarantee in Winnipeg, 90% of the things that are sold in real estate are sold during the warm 6 months of the year.
Yes. Real estate slows down in the winter and picks up in the spring and summer.
I made a lot of money in real estate.
What's that?
I've actually made a lot of money in real estate.
You've made money in real estate. You didn't mention that.
Okay.
Okay. What did you do? Buy and sell?
Yeah. I own 4 properties right now.
Okay. So you own properties.
Yeah.
And so you rent them out. You rent them out.
And
So that...
Club.
And you lived at the strip club.
No expenses at all.
So you're raking it in. It's beautiful.
Just money in.
Good man. Now, you didn't mention that because that's another skill. You have a skill in managing property. You have a skill in investing, buying and selling. So you have a skill in managing property. So I see 2 skills right now that you could sell and make. What does an accountant make? What does an accountant generally make?
On Canada's rule, we're going to make about $60,000 a year.
Okay. Okay. How about a property manager?
Right around the same.
Okay. Do you use property managers?
I have one guy helping out.
Yes.
He helps you.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So you use one. Are your properties near you?
I'm very near now.
So why do you use a property manager?
I just have a guy who's very handy. I'm not handy at all.
That's a handyman.
What's a
That's
handy?
not a property manager. That's a handyman.
But he kind of watches
Another
things
one-
out for me. I'm gone.
Okay. Okay. That's good. But consider in property management, that's different from a repair. Because a property manager will usually schedule a repair. Like there's something broken, and you know a handyman. There's a hole in the wall, go fix the hole in the wall. There's a leaky toilet, go fix that. Okay.
Right.
But he's really not the manager, he's really the repairman. Manager takes care of business. He collects rents. He screens applicants. You screen your applicants to make sure that they have a good rental history, that they didn't burn the last 3 landlords. Okay? So you collect their deposit, you collect their rent, and of course you don't go actually drive and collect the rent, do you?
No, actually, I know all my tenants.
Yes.
One of my strippers. One of my sisters in my place.
They're strippers.
Yeah, they're all strippers. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it's family and friends.
That's okay. My point is this, okay? Economy of motion. I know a guy, he drives around, he's got like about 22 places he drives around and collects the rent. What the hell are you doing there? When you could just do check draft and sit at your computer and get their checking account instead of driving around town. They're not home. You go back the next day. You have to stop and talk. You're wasting gas and time and energy. Okay, or put in the contract that it has to be post-dated in the mail, and then you go through and open the checks and mail. Ways to save money and time. Okay, but the point is, you know how to manage property. So 2 things you can do: you know how to account, you know how to business manage, you know how to property manage. I see 3 skills that you can do that you can sell from home. That you can print a business card, put up a small website, okay, which can be done in 2 or 3 hours, okay, and reach out, okay. And charge money for that. Now, property management is usually on percentage. What is it? 5? 10%?
10%.
So $1,000 a month property is $100 a month. Okay? What is one of your places rent for?
Average of 500 a month.
500 a month. Okay. Some smaller places.
Yeah, no, it's cheaper than Winnipeg.
It's cheaper than Winnipeg.
Cost of living is cheaper.
Okay. Are there $1,000 a month places?
That's hard to find.
Is it really?
That's a
Okay,
nice
for a 3-bedroom house?
I'd say 900.
900?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I see a way for you to, first of all, you look at other property management. You call them out of the phone book. What do you guys charge? What do you guys charge to manage property? Your property, you want to know this. Right? And you'll see, are there any in Winnipeg? Winnipeg's a big city. I've heard of it. What's the population there?
700 grand.
700,000, almost 1 million people. There's property
It's the
management.
biggest city within like a 16-hour drive.
Yeah. Not only that, just 1 second, not only that, what you could do anywhere. Are there accountants that are from
You have to have
BC that serve clients in Ontario? Absolutely. There are clients in Ontario who use accountants in BC. And there are clients in Victoria that are using accountants in Ontario. So you're not limited to your local economy.